All right. That is our national anthem. Now we'll get our starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital, Compassion Medicine close to home. Unforgiving. Yes, sir. Either they get harder or we get older every year. Maybe a little bit. The main event, Dom, is ready to rock and roll. Emmy Ingram, the first starter announced. Adele Zarang, the second. Kylie Johnson, Chloe Thibodeau, and Emily Cortez. That's the 5 for EDW. Now for the Lady Tarpons. Alexa Rogers. This is her home starting lineup by Lady of the Sea. Estrella Rivera, number 10. 15, Kira Summers. Number 30. And Marcy Chasson, that is the 5. Dominic will go and drink some hot tea before the boys' game, where he will be asked to do the same. Let's have some fun here from Galliano. We told you the 3 officials. The Tarpons are in their all whites with the blue trim. ED White in their road crimson would be great in white trim. Coach Nick Sinak in year 2 at ED White. Coach Darian Jenkins in what, year 3, year 4, around that area.
Yeah, she started.
It's year 4 for her.
It was COVID was first, so she started. I think in 20, the year of COVID. I think that was.
No, it's been a little bit.
Because I know she was waiting to have a real game, in our gym.
All right.
Cutting it.
Estrella Rivera jumping against Kylie Johnson. Tarpons going right to left. Cardinals left to right. Let's play ball. Who is the crew chief for this one? It is Mr. Dave Muchon. Got the ball in midcourt. And we are underway with the Lady Tarpons really not challenging the tip much.
Hey, delay.
Ingram. Into Zarang.
Up, Kylie.
Cardinals working around the perimeter. Johnson. Emmy has it in front of the students on the left side. Patient possession for ED White is deflected and stolen. Here come the Lady Tarpons. Good job by Alexa Rogers. Salcabouche. There's a Chasson. Stella Rivera working it around the horn. The left side Chasson has a block away by Emmy. And a long pass back to Rogers on the other side of the court. Rogers picks up her dribble and is trapped and in trouble and will get it to Chasson. The rep stop on the right side. Dribble handoff to Alexa Rogers. Tarpon's working it around the horn. A three-pointer from Redstock, no. Rebound goes out of bounds. Should stay with South Lafourche, and it does.
I've got to reposition myself this way.
Yeah.
When you turn the camera.
Oh, my bad. I can move that a little bit if it helps.
I'll lean forward.
So my problem is I can't see what the referee blocking me out after.
Yeah.
Rivera trying to get it in to Rogers, and it's poked out of bounds, so it'll go to E.D. White. So a turnover for South Lafourche.
Each team one turnover here early in the first quarter.
Tarpons bring some pressure. Johnson gets it to Zarang. Zarang to Ingram. Just underway here, still scoreless. Zarang gets it to Johnson in the left corner. They feed it into the paint. That's a tough shot. No. Rebound goes to the floor, and Lady Tarpons are laying out of bounds, I believe. Yep, that'll be E.D. White basketball. Good hustle for South Lafourche, but they were laying out of bounds. So Kylie Johnson will inbound the ball. Taking it around to Zarang. In the middle, Cortez to travel. Good call by the officials. Good call. So 6:30 to go in the opening quarter. We're still scoreless.
That's the start if you're a Lady Tarpon fan. You won from the Cardinals here. A little slow.
Yeah, they don't play a fast pace. They are going to want to beat you, 40 to 30. If you could get some points on the board, you can maybe scare them a little bit. Rogers is fouled by Kylie Johnson. Great a baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Cardinals. Or excuse me, for the Tarpons. 6-10.
Yeah, nice call by the official there.
Sasson. Bring it to the corner. Rivera missed it. Rebound goes to Cortez. That's out of bounds to E.D. White. Cardinals will get it against the pressure. Zarang to Ingram. Working it in transition. Now they're running some half-court offense. It's been a slow-paced game so far. Johnson getting it inside to Cortez, backs down the smaller defender and scores it. There's the first two of the game.
You cannot play back to Cortez that deep in the post.
And Ingram gets a steal, and they'll wrap it back around to Ingram on the left side. Kicking it out to Zarang. Shot fake. I thought she was going to fire the first one. She gets fouled on the second one. The two shots coming for E.D. White. Someone is yelling something. I don't know.
That's Dom.
Main event, Dom.
Yeah.
There's a free throw for E.D. White. Scores this 3-0.
When it's all quiet, he stands up and just yells.
4-0. Cardinals making both at the line. Rivera, pressure as it's stolen by Johnson. Johnson at the right side will draw the foul and shoot two. The two shots coming for Kylie Johnson.
E.D. White's starting to get a little more comfortable in the gym here.
Yep. Yes, indeed. You could see it. And you just wonder, as Johnson makes the first, you just wonder where South Lafourche is going to get offense today. Missing a couple of their leading scores. How are they going to score the 45 points that they need to win this one? Rogers. Off the timeline. Deep it inside the Summers. Missed it. Got her own rebound. Setting up the offense. Rogers inside the Summers with a hit to Rivera on the left side. Rivera through the lane, shoots the floater. No, rebound goes to Cortez. Ingram has it, pushing down the floor. Ingram on the left side to Johnson. And will throw it away. Good job by Claire Repstock. Getting a steal. South Lafourche coming down the floor, trying to get their first points of the game. Rivera getting it to Rogers. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a foul on Johnson. Just ran over the screener. We'll check on Rivera.
Well, she ran her over, and Rivera was standing still, was not moving at all. There's no way they can call this on the offense.
Yeah, and that's a foul.
I think that's the correct call.
So that's 2 on Kylie Johnson.
Now, I'm not sure why they're going to inbound the ball from under the basket. That happened well above the top of the key.
Chasson will be inbounded. So just Summers, now back to Chasson. Working into Rivera. It's stolen away by Johnson. No surprise she's still out there with the 2 fouls.
But that's what you trust.
Yeah.
You trust your player.
.420 to go. In the opening quarter, 5-0 EDY. Good ball try from Zarang. And it'll hit the top. It goes out of bounds. And 4:07 to go in the opening quarter. And Rogers. It's a left stop. Working it around the horn. Lafourche attacking into the lane, getting it inside, and a foul will be called on the corner. So the Lady Tarpons might be able to get into the bonus. That could maybe be a plus. That is the 3rd team foul in EDY. Rivera looking to get the ball in bounds. The rep stop.
Nice.
Backs into the lane, shoots it up. No, rebound goes to the Cardinals. And tap in the corner. Everybody's out of bounds down there. It's going to be a tie ball. The arrow's pointing to South Lafourche. I thought both players were out of bounds, but
Coach Sinak's not very happy.
the arrow's going to South Lafourche. They gave the ball to EDY. And now we're having a discussion. Everyone is saying that it's good, but of course it's not even looking. That's not and it's 5-3. Ingram across the timeline. To Ingram back on the right side of the floor. Forcing for no stolen. Rogers. Hacking into the lane. Shoots up. No. Rebound goes to Rogers. Tries to force it inside, but has it ricochet back to her. Tries to get it to Summers. Knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with South Lafourche.
Well, Summers could have kept 22 Thibodeau on her backside. She'd have had a perfect position for the layup.
Summers on the right side of the floor, getting it to Rivera inside the rep stop back and down. Good move with the left. 5-5. Nearly stolen on the inbounds. They get it to Johnson. Johnson getting it to Ingram across the timeline. To the right side of the floor, Ingram getting it to Zarang. Zarang working it to Thibodeau. Here come the Lady Tarpon. And again, it looks like everyone's laying out of bounds out there, but again, they call a tie-up. This time the arrow points to EDY. Maybe my vantage point is just a little skewed.
Yeah, they were out of bounds.
5-5 in the early going. 2:30 to go. EDY about to go to their bench. Maybe we'll spell Kylie Johnson with the fouls. Durang gets it to Cortez, working to Ingram, the right corner. Nope, rebound goes to Chesson. Ingram tries to poke it away, fighting on the floor. Good hustle by Emmy, getting it out to Johnson. Johnson coming down the floor, feeding it inside to Cortez. Can't catch it clean, and it'll go out of bounds for South Lafourche. EDW looks like they just kind of got to slow down a little bit. It looks like everything's going a little fast for them right now.
Christian Ag's going to call a 30-second.
A 30-second timeout, 2:05 to go in the opening quarter. Brian, what you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing EDY doing a good job on offense. They're trying to overload one side, and when they do, Lady Tarpin's overcommitted, and that's why Amy Ingram was wide open for that three-point shot. She missed it, but that's open shots they're going to have. And on the Tarpin offensive side of the floor, EDY, when the ball's in the wing, they're playing on the top side of the post. So if they can get the ball quick to the baseline, you might better have a better angle to get it into the post.
5-5 to score. Late stages of the opening quarter. Happy you're with us here on KLEB.
You know, we said in the pregame, player rep stock, we have to have a big one, all 5 of the Tarpin points.
Yep. Including a blue boot bomb, which is also one of your keys. South Lafourche to make some shots from the outside. 3 team fouls for EDY, 2 for South Lafourche, neither team in the bonus, so 2:05 to go. Repstock, long pass down the floor to Chasson. Chasson will have it knocked out of bounds by Ingram, and will stay with the Lady Tarpins.
Good job breaking the pressure by the Lady Tarpins.
Summers got to get it in, gets it to Rivera. Gets it to Rogers. Repstock getting it back to Rogers. Right side of the floor, Rivera. Big block. And EDY will come away with it for the time being. Summers committing a foul. There's no doubt foul there by Kira Summers. So 1:38 to go in the opening quarter. Happy you're with us. 5-5.
Summers second.
And Tammy Petrie will check into the game.
See, that's what they have to learn. When EDY gets the ball, just go back down the floor. Don't pick up these cheap fouls.
Especially on a night where you're short-handed. Johnson getting it to Lucy Pierce, who's just checked into the game. Back to Johnson. Now Zarang. 90 seconds roughly to go in the opening quarter. Happy you're with us. Ingram to the corner. They're trying to get it to Cortez. High post to Johnson, missed it. Rebound goes to Cortez. Candace trying to tie it up. Another miss. Inside Johnson was scored and one. And it's 7-5. Good strong move from Kylie Johnson that time.
Yeah, and that time the high post was wide open. It came with the overload. Johnson was open in the high post.
So one shot coming for Kylie Johnson. Missed it. Hey, you gotta play. You gotta play. No one's aware. You gotta play. Rivera has the basketball. Boy, she nearly traveled to get to Rogers. They had that lapse in judgment. Everyone on the court didn't realize what was hand one. Ball's on the floor. Chasson diving for it. Gets it to Repstock for a mid-range. No. Rebound goes to the floor, and EDY will save it to Ingram. Inside of a minute. Ingram. To the right side. High-low action again. Cortez will shoot it up. No. Rebound will go to the floor, but there's a foul call. So 2 shots coming for Emily Cortez.
Yeah, that time the Lady Cardinals are doing a good job of getting the ball at the high-low. But the only problem is their spacing is not enough.
Yeah, air ball on the free throw.
The high post and low post, they don't have enough space in that area.
No, Emily's a better free throw shooter than what we just saw there. I would expect her to clean that up here. Missed them both. Rebound goes to Chasson. 33 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Rivera will have it poked out of bounds. Nope, not out of bounds. Saves it. In trouble and is foul. My view is blocked by the officials, but a foul will be called on Emily Cortez.
Shorten this one.
Tammy Petrie will return down. Ingram nearly seals it. pokes it out of bounds.
You notice when the Cardinals shot free throws, they moved everybody back. I think Coach Snack may start putting some girls in there with the lack of size for Tarpons.
Yep, why not? We'll get it to Repstock, back to Rivera. Rivera in the lane was trying to attack Cortez, get her second foul. Didn't work out the way they planned. Now E.D. White. Get down the floor. Ingram. Zarang. Around the horn, got 6 seconds to go. Zarang dribbles it off of her foot. They get it inside to Cortez, who lays it up. No, gets her own rebound, blocked away. Hit back in the backside is good at the buzzer by Chloe Thibodeau. So, after one, E.D. White leads 9-5. But we'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Varsity Basketball on the Tarpon Sports Radio.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Yeah, look, the Lady Cardinals have to be happy with a 4-point lead going into the second quarter.
Rogers. Into Repstock on the left side of the floor. Gets it back to Rogers. Rivera. Good defense from the Cardinals. Rogers spinning through Ingram, but it's good help defense that time by Pierce. Rivera. Gets it to Petrie. Now Chasson. Patient possession for the Lady Tarpons. Chasson is fouled. That's the third. Nope. They say
24.
24, yeah. That is the third foul on Kylie Johnson. So Coach Sinak gambles, rolls the dice, and that is the third foul on one of his lead players. And he's still staying with her. And the Lady Tarpons go at her. Petrie to Rogers. On the left side of the floor, Chasson with a triple. The rebound goes to the floor. ED White has it. And it's knocked out of bounds. To whom? ED White. 7:15 to go in the opening half. Cardinals protecting a 4-point lead. Don't think South Lafourche has ever led, right? It was 5-0 and 5-5, and ED White went on a 4-0 run. Correct. Pierce to Ingram. Ingram hasn't scored yet in the game. Just distributing, doing a good job. She draws a foul there. It'll be on the floor.
That's Marcy Chasson second.
So Hemel will check into the game. For Chasson, so Lady Tarpons get another guard on the floor. Zarang. Missed it badly. Rebound goes to Rivera. But she's out of bounds. Yep, she's standing on the out of bounds line. You can see it. So that's a tough break. Baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Cardinals. Ingram nearly stolen by Zarang. Good catch. Ingram in the corner for a three. She can make that shot. In and out. Rebound goes to Rivera. Rivera. On the right side of the floor. Gets it to Rogers. 6:35 to go in the opening half. To Petrie. Petrie to Hemel. It's poked out of bounds to the state with South Lafourche. Rogers has a shoe issue, getting that squared up. Email, got to get it in, gets it to Rogers. Rogers attacks the right side to Email. They get it out. Shot fake Rivera. Lost the dribble, got it back. Boy, maybe got away with a travel. Email working it around the horn to rep stop. Rep stop. To the Email. Patient possession for the Lady Tarpons.
Got to attack Johnson with 3.
Yeah, they nearly got her on the reach through there. Rivera's got it. Try to force it inside, and she's out of bounds. So I understand what South Lafourche is doing. The boy there kind of forcing it at times, trying to attack her. Just let it happen.
One thing they're doing much better, they're moving. Their offense is flowing, it's moving.
Johnson gets it to the corner that's Pierce. Now Zarang thought about the 3. Getting it to Ingram on the right side of the floor. Good ball movement. Ingram feeds it to Johnson. And Lady Tarpons try to tie it up. Johnson it's 11-5. And a timeout by Coach Darian Jenkins. ED White has a 6-point lead.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. Let's take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute. ED White is up by a half dozen here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Sounds like you've had a day today, partner.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. It's been a couple of days, losing a set of keys here and there and having to swap vehicles for a couple of days. No big deal. But I'm back.
Lady Tarpons are down 6, trying to find some offense. ED White has started to get that ball inside, having some success. Petrie, right side of the floor as it's stolen away. Here come the Cardinals in transition. This is Chloe Thibodeau at the rim, blocked by Rivera, but a foul will be called.
That's Rivera's second foul.
Taylor, I know you're just getting here. No Nyla Lyons, no O'Quinn for the Lady Tarpons. Hanging 10, but the offense has been a struggle, as one might expect.
Yeah, absolutely. With everything going through lines, especially for the majority of the offense, and even if she doesn't touch the ball, just from moving it around, the offensive rebounds and all that action that she brings, that's really going to hurt the offense. Hopefully, we got someone else to step up tonight.
UI misses them both at the line. They have left some points at the line. Rogers coming against the pressure, and she's going to travel. So a walk.
That's the 11th turnover from the Lady Tarpons.
In, 11 minutes, so 1 a minute.
Not a good average that you want to be having.
Nope. The one storyline that we've been following on the ED White side, Kylie Johnson, one of their lead players, has 3 fouls. Coach Nack just said, to hell with it, you're playing. So she never flinched. Still has her out there. She had 2 in the first quarter, and they also didn't get her out of the game. Ingram feeds it inside, taken away by Repstock. Lady Tarpons down 6, but trying to find some offense. Rogers to Savoie, who just checked into the game. Now Hemel on the left side of the floor. Hemel to Petrie. Now Savoie on the right wing. Rogers tries to force it inside as it's stolen away. That's Cortez by herself at the rim. Will lay it up and good. So it's 13-5. Lady Tarpon's got to get a bucket here midway through the second quarter. And Rogers will be fouled on the drive.
Ingram, her first foul.
That's her first. Baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Lady Tarpons. Rebstock. Trying to back down. It's to Rogers. Rebstock in the wing area. Who trades the right side. Tough shot, draws the foul. So Alexa will shoot two. Fellas, I think it's pretty simple. If South Lafourche is going to have a chance in this game, they're going to have to shoot some free throws, but the half-court offense just isn't there. So a chance to go ahead and knock down a couple at the line here.
Yep. I mean, I realize there's no shot clock, but at some point, if you hit the wall and just like look swinging, it's not working. Screens aren't working, and at some point you got to have a playmaker abandon the offense. At least make sure if you're not going to get a bucket, you're going to get a whistle. And that's where we got to start. And unfortunately, Alexa Rogers misses the first one, but hopefully she gets the second one, and it's the beginning of a series and made free throws for the club.
Vega checks into the game for the first time. She could provide a spark in terms of shooting. Lady Tarpons leave them both at the line. Cortez gets it to Ingram.
Hey, set up,
Ingram working on Savoy. Reversing it to Zarang. Zarang into the lane, and that's an offensive foul. I was about ready to say, I thought it was an offensive foul. A little bit of a delayed call. It's the 14th foul on E.D. White.
That's on Zarang. That's her second. Look here on offense, the Lady Tarpons, Johnson is guarding Hemel, and they have to get the ball to Hemel on the inside and let her draw that fourth foul on Johnson. Attack.
Yeah, you got to go at her. Rebstock has it blocked by Cortez, who's pushing in transition. Savoy trying to cut her off. Nice Euro and scores it. E.D. White's up 10, 15-5. Rogers coming with a header scene, nearly drags that pivot foot and gets it to Vega at the top of the key. To Savoy on the right side. To Hemel. Oh, my goodness. Nearly the fourth. Ingram will steal it and will get out in transition. Will lay it up and good. That's her first two, and it's 17-5. Another timeout by Coach Jenkins. And the Lady Tarpons are just struggling right now. Not a whole lot of offense from the ladies in white.
No, and look, they're going to have to get Johnson at fourth foul, keep attacking her, and like you mentioned earlier, get to the free throw line. Right now, they're showing some patience on offense, but they're just having a hard time scoring.
Go ahead and thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to be here today. We go back to the sponsor sheet. And we're so grateful for Joe Septic. One call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967. The Gin Gators, as well as Terrio Due Ontario. We make insurance easy since 1957. Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. New Friend Building Materials with 8 locations to serve you. Go Tarpons. One more. Lady of the Sea General Hospital. Compassionate medicine close to home. We thank them so much for their support. E.D. White up by a dozen here. South Lafourche trying to finish the half strong. South Lafourche is in the bonus. Can they get at the line and take advantage? Kind of a lazy pass there. Stolen. Ingram getting out and running. This is her game. She likes to push the tempo. She can make that shot too. High arcing three. Missed it short. Rebound goes to Savoy. To Rogers. Rogers has it poked away by Emmy, but she traveled. Don't know about that. But Lady Tarpons will take it. Savoy got to get it in. No one was really running a play. There's going to be 5 seconds here. Just got it in. Vega, and she traveled.
Yeah, they were caught looking at the bench which play they wanted to run.
While the ball was in bounds.
Nobody was moving.
$2:15 to go in the opening quarter. Working it to the right side of the floor. Zarang. Guarded by Rogers. They feed it inside to Cortez, who traveled. Been a sloppy first half. Lots and lots of turnovers both ways. The Lady Tarpons are going to get a new cavalry in there.
That's Summers, Shasta, and Rivera.
Rivera will take the point guard responsibilities. Right side just throws it clean out of bounds. That is a tough one. 1:54 to go. Ingram getting the call from Coach Shinak, studying the defense. Works on the right side of the floor. She can make that shot. Cortez can. It's a long three. Missed that one. Rebound goes to Ingram. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson lowers the shoulder, gets it back, and it's knocked out of bounds to Lady Tarpons. Well, I would think with a minute 34, Coach Shinak would maybe think to get Johnson a breather for the rest of the half, protect her. Especially with the 12-point lead. Ingram feeds it inside to Cortez at the rim, missed it. Oh, man. It's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Tarpons, but on that rebound, Johnson nearly picked up the fourth.
Yeah, she's flirting with that fourth one pretty quick.
She will inbound the ball. Getting it to Zarang. To the middle, they go. Chloe Thibodeau shoots it up and will draw the foul. So Thibodeau will shoot two. That foul was on Claire Rebstock. That'd be her second. Free throw is no good, in and out.
Having a ton of confidence in her making the second free throw, no one in for an offensive rebound.
They've been doing that throughout the game. I think that they're worried maybe about the transition defense. Savoie, they miss them both. Savoie kind of stumbling through and just throws it clean away. Lady Tarpons have a ton of turnovers, and here come the Cardinals in transition, and they'll have it knocked out of bounds. Sub will check into the game. That is Cammie Petrie.
Contact all over. Let's see if they can get a charge on Johnson. She's inbound the ball.
Johnson is on the left side with the basketball. They work it around the Zarang inside of a minute. Cardinals want to be patient. Dribble handoff to Johnson. Getting it to Cortez. Cortez walked. Yes, she did. Good call by the officials. .47.6 to go. The Lady Tarpons are playing good defense. They've only allowed 17 points. The problem is they have not been able to score. They only have 5, including none this quarter. Rivera. It's a Rebstock who has all 5 of the points for South Lafourche. Rivera attacks the left side. Now Chasson will step in on, blocked away by Ingram. So the Lady Tarpons will keep it. Inbounding in front of the EDY bench. Chasson working it to the right side of the floor. Rivera. My view is obstructed by the officials. Help me out, y'all. Chasson has it blocked again by Ingram, and Lady Tarpons will keep it. 19.8 to go.
Yeah. Rebstock had it inside the paint, kicked it out. The corner of the shot was blocked.
19.8 to go. Can the Lady Tarpons go at Johnson, try to get her fourth? I am shocked that she's out here for this defensive possession. Summers to Hemel at the rim, but a little bit of a sloppy pass allows Emmy to catch up to it. Hemel does get it back. Rebstock backing down. Feeds it into Rivera. Shoots it up and good. So the Lady Tarpons get their first 2 of the quarter. Now they've got to go quick. Ingram gets it for a shot at the buzzer. That will not count. So it's 17-7. ED White in front of South Lafourche at the end of the first half. We'll be right back in 3 minutes with the halftime report here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
a smaller college. And,
Yep.
yeah, that's awesome.
It's where it needs to be. It's great to see.
10-point game here. E.D. White in possession first. Ingram. See, Tarpons have Hemel, Repstock, Rivera. Let's see, that's Summers, and I'm blocked on. Oh, okay, that's Rogers. Yeah, blocked by Coach Sinak. That's the 5. Get it inside to Cortez, and she walked.
Yep.
For E.D. White, it is Ingram, Cortez, Johnson, Zarang, and Thibodeau. That's the 5. South Lafourche now left to right. E.D. White right to left. Rogers got to get going. Hasn't scored yet in the game. To the right side of the floor, Rivera. There, Rogers will attack with the left. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Attack the basket. Great job by Rogers.
It's an 8-point game. Ingram. The right side, Johnson. Johnson all the way through. Missed it. Rebound goes to Hemel.
You had a chance there to get a charge on Johnson.
Rogers all the way through again with the left again, and it's a 6-point game. Lady Tarpons just kind of hanging around here, laying in the weeds at home. Big underdog, down just 6. Zarang feeds it inside. Cortez has it and lays it up and in. Good pass, good finish. It's 19-11. Rogers gets it to Hemel. Hemel throws it long to Rogers down the floor. Has Repstock wide open on the block. She lays it up and in. Lady Tarpons have scored almost as many points in the first 2 minutes as they did in the entire first half. They've got 6 in the third quarter.
Doing it with ease.
3 layups. Zarang on the right side of the floor. Shoots the mid-range. Got it. She is a shooter. Yeah, that's her role on this team. Rogers. It's up in the air. Has it stolen by Johnson. Johnson will be one-on-one with Rivera at the rim. Lays it up and good. And just like that, E.D. White has ballooned it back out to double digits.
A good job by Rivera not fouling in that instance.
Rogers has it taken away by Ingram, and the Lady Cards looking to push again. Good. Oh, Ingram can't catch the pass. It sails out of bounds. 5:16 to go in the third.
Lady Tarpons got to be careful. I don't think you want to play this up-tempo of a game.
Yep, not with this personnel. Rogers, right side of the floor, attacks into the lane. Boy, Alexa Rogers come to life. She's had a big third quarter, and it's an 8-point game. Now can you get a stop on this end? Zarang has it clean taken away by Rogers, but it ricochets to Thibodeau, who shoots it up and good. So that's been the poison for South Lafourche, is when they score, E.D. White comes right back and just kind of trading buckets right now.
That's a big shot by Thibodeau.
Rogers up in the air, has it poked away by Johnson. Johnson in transition. Hemel tries to stop her and then contests the layup and up for the miss. Rivera, home run pass to Rogers on the left side of the floor. Thought she was going to shoot the mid-range. Repstock for 3. No. Rebound goes to E.D. White. And then they'll throw it right away. And inside to Summers for the layup is good. 25-17. It's crazy how this game is completely different than what it was in the first half. 100%. Johnson on the right wing. Getting it to a curling Zarang. Missed it. Rebound goes to Repstock. Lady Tarpons trying to further trim down the deficit. Summers comes across the timeline. Gets it to Rivera. Rivera holding it high to Repstock. Thought about the 3. Gets it to Rogers, who's had the hot hand. Repstock gets it to Hemel. Hemel loses the dribble. Ingram tries to take it away from Rogers. Instead, we'll get it to Rebstock in the corner for a three that's strong. Rebound goes to Rivera. He lays it up, no. Rebound goes on the floor. Summers is tied up with Johnson, and the arrow points to South Lafourche. You got to make that layup. That was an open one there.
We were about to hit Rebstock with a good pass off the backboard there. It was beautiful, right place, right time, offensive rebound. Man, got it.
Bears checks in to Thibodeau for the Cardinals.
Baseline out of bounds.
Nice.
They get it to Rebstock. Backs down. Scoop shot good, and it's a 6-point game.
With the left.
25-19. The Lady Tarpons battling back. Neither team has committed a third quarter foul. Ingram working on Hemel. Good on-ball defense. They force it inside. No. Rebound goes to Johnson flying in. Left it on the front of the rim. Rebstock now has it. Here come the Lady Tarpons. To Rogers. Rogers using the screen to Summers on the right side. Now Rogers steps into a three. Bang! And it's a 3-point game, 25-22. We have a piece of equipment on the floor. One of the students lost their hard hat. Probably the only place in the world that you would ever say that, right? But a blue boot bomb makes it a 3-point game. Coach Sinak calling a timeout.
What is he looking at?
Yeah, I don't know, because he was very clearly calling timeout the entire way. It is a full timeout. Oh, we're having fun here. We'll keep it here. Gentlemen, South Lafourche scored 7 points in the first half. They have scored 15 points so far in the third quarter, and we still got 2+ minutes to go. What's changed?
I walked in the building, Casey.
Yes. The lid comes off the basket when the shooter comes in the building, right?
That's what happens when you show up on time.
Yes.
No, but in all seriousness, man, as I said, I was kind of joking about it earlier, but I guess they got a good stiff talking to in the locker room, and they got fired up. They came out with some. They came out on fire. They came out with a little heat to them. They, sometimes waiting on the game to come to you is not the answer. And Alexa Rogers started the rally and said, "I'm going to take the game, and I'm going to make it ours." And that's what happened.
Yeah, they're attacking the basket. In the half-court set, they're going and attacking instead of just passing around. They are attacking the basket.
2:20 to go in the third. The ball is in play. Lady Tarpons just halfway on the court. Ingram. The left side of the floor. Gets the screen. Lady Tarpons switched the screen. Cortez feeds it inside to Johnson. Has it blocked away, but a foul will be called. And 2 shots will be coming for Kylie Johnson.
Nice set play from Coach Sinak right there after the timeout. On the pick and roll, they got Johnson inside, had position, kind of swing the ball, better angle.
Free throw no good. I was about ready to say Lady Tarpons have to block out, but you really only got to block out the shooter. She missed it. Rebound goes to the Lady Tarpons. A blue boot bomb ties this game. And the longer it goes like this, there's some pressure on E.D. White. Trying to protect their number 3 seed in Division II Select. Actually, I think they've fallen to number 4, but either way, one of the top teams, Summers, gets it out to Rogers. Rogers up in the air to Hemel, reversing into Rebstock. Rivera on the right side. Gets it to Summers for a 3. Strong. Rebound goes to Hemel in the corner. Hemel attacks baseline. No, rebound goes to the floor, and a foul will be called on E.D. White, I hope. Because my goodness, there was a push down there. Yeah, it will be. Yeah. 1:31 to go in the third. Rivera gets it to Summers. Now to Rogers. Rogers gets it to Summers. Back to Alex on the left side. 1:20 to go. Rogers picks up her dribble, trapped in the corner, feeds it inside. It ricochets to Hemel somehow. Now Repstock has it. Backs down, out to Hemel with a mid-range shot. No, rebound goes to the floor, and Hemel has it back. And she tries to get it to Repstock and overshoots the pass. They'll say it's deflected out of bounds.
Okay, we'll take it.
1:03 to go in the third. Coach Tanaka is going to get Chloe Thibodeau into the game. Cortez will take a breather.
Halftime score for you. Hope John Paul 24, Riverside 15.
There you go.
Thanks, Coach Wayne.
Repstock. Good strong power move, draws the foul. So Lady Tarpons will go shoot two. So 2 shots coming for Claire Repstock. Chance to make it a 1-point game. Got the first. One more to go. Got them both. And folks, we got a dogfight all of a sudden. It's a 1-point game. 25-24 the score. Ingram. Cross midcourt. On the right side, behind the back dribble, loses it, and the Lady Tarpons have it in transition, trying to take the lead. Summers to Rogers. Rivera on the left side, shot fake. Loses the dribble, gets it back at the rim. No, blocked by Ingram, out of bounds. Lady Tarpons are just attacking so much more than they did in the first half, where they were just kind of settling. 34 seconds to go. Email, shot fake, mid-range shot. No, rebound goes to the floor, and E.D. White has it. Cardinals are holding for one, and I believe they have the arrow. So probably 2 possessions in a row for E.D. White here if they could keep possession of the ball. Feed it inside to Johnson, and the layup is good, and it's a 3-point game. Now can they get a stop with 10 seconds to go? Summers in the corner all the way through, shoots it up and draws a foul.
Looked like she got away with a walk.
That is the 3rd foul on Adele Zarang. 2 shots coming for Kira Summers. Got the first.
That's a nice touch right there by Summers.
1 more to go. Missed that one. The rebound goes to the floor. It's out of bounds to South Lafourche. So the Lady Tarpons will have 1 more heave-ho with 4.3 to go. Rivera gets it into Rogers. Rogers attacks, shoots it up. No. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with our score, E.D. White 27, South Lafourche 25. We've got a good ball game that's broken out here in Galliano. We'll be right back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Hey, keep attacking, and get to the free throw line as early as you can. Keep attacking. If you keep attacking, draw fouls, you'll get there.
Turtle?
Exactly what he said. Could have said it better myself. The only thing I would add is, pick it up a bit on defense and maybe try to draw some charges. Play a little more aggressive. Get a steal here.
Johnson being harassed on the right side of the floor. She did get out of the third quarter with just the 3 fouls. Ingram using the screen, shoots the mid-range pull-up, got it, and it's 29-25. Good shot from Emmy. What do you call someone that's not a freshman? You just say 8th grader? Like there's not any term to use?
Yeah.
They go down to the floor. It'll be a tie-up, the arrow pointing to South Lafourche. The 12-year-old 8th grader had that.
That's a veteran move, which she did right there. Penetrate, jump stop, and shoot a little jumper.
Lady Tarpons in possession. Rogers using the screen. Gets it to Rivera, doesn't catch it clean. Now she turns and face, triple threat, gets into lane by Repstock. Working to Hemel. Hemel attacks to Rivera. Rogers on the left side of the floor will attack into the lane, kicks it to Summers. Now Rogers on the right side of the floor, patient possession for South Lafourche. Rogers all the way through, calls the foul. So Alexa Rogers will go shoot 2.
That's from Ingram, I believe, for second.
Hey, Grant, 0. She's got double figures here. One of the.
And then the first half, Repstock had 5, and maybe Rogers or
I think Estrella had the 2.
Yeah.
The free throw is no good. Lady Tarpons are leaving points at the line. That is one thing that they are doing. Now, both teams are missing free throws now. Rogers makes that one, so it's a one-possession game, 29-26. Ingram. Cross midcourt. Attacks into the lane. Blocking foul and 1. Probably a good call that time. Claire was a little bit late getting to the spot.
Claire third.
It's 31-26. Ingram will be shooting 1. Missed it. Rebound goes to Lady Tarpons. Foul will be called on ED White there. That's on Zarang. That's her 4th. So 4 fouls on Zarang.
You got that?
Repstock tried to hand it off back to Rivera. Repstock will handle the basketball to Hemel. Rivera on the right side. Surveying the floor. Tags baseline in traffic. No. Rebound goes to the floor. Lady Tarpons have it. Rivera into Summers. Summers works it into the paint. No. Rebound goes to Ingram flying in. But she loses it to Rivera. Repstock has it blocked by Johnson. Now Emmy's got it. Ingram pushing it down the floor. Getting into Johnson. 3-point shot. No. Rebound goes to Hemel. Frenetic pace. Rogers. The top of the key using a screen. To the right side, Hemel. Now Rogers getting the screen at the top. Reversing it to Rivera. Into Repstock. Boy. A lot of contact. They'll knock it out of bounds. The state stays with South Lafourche. I think Cortez might have got away with a foul there.
Watch the screen here. Watch the screen.
Rivera. To the Hemel. Back to Rivera. Tarpons keeping the ball on the right side of the floor. Rogers on the right side of the floor. Shoots it up. No. Gets her own rebound to Summers. Summers tries to force it inside to Hemel. Somehow gets it back and lays it up and in. I don't know how that happened. Just kind of found the basketball into the bucket after the ricochet.
That's what happens when you don't give up on the play. Sometimes you create your own look.
3-point ball game. Ingram has made some big shots here as of late. Got an and one, made a stop and pop mid-range. Feeds it inside, thrown away. And here come the Lady Tarpons. A blue boot bomb will tie this game. Rogers to Summers. She wanted it. Summers being doubled. Gets it to Rogers for the tie. No. Rebound tapped back to Ingram, who's on the floor. Dribbling and getting it to Zarang. And Zarang coming down the floor. Long pass down the floor to Thibodeau at the rim. Lays it up and good. Timeout by Coach Nixon at 33-28 the score. That was a big transition bucket there for E.D. White to stretch out the lead.
What I think is a great timeout right there by Coach Sinak. It's kind of getting a little rough and up and down the floor. Timeout here and talk to your team. Look, let's get a stop right here, and we come and score, and you can open up a bigger lead.
Lady Tarpons out of the timeout. Turtle, what do you think Coach Jenkins is telling her ladies here?
It looks like, I see her pointed towards their side. I see that she's giving instruction. Looks like she's preparing to drop something special, so it's not a wasted timeout. So, she didn't call it. Coach Sinak called it, but she's going to use it to her advantage and say, hey, when we come down, let's run this set and let's get a quick bucket.
See if Lady Tarpons have a set play they could go to.
Yeah, if I'm the Lady Cardinals here, I'd try and come with a double team real quick, right off the inbound pass.
They do drop back defensively, so no initial pressure. Of course, we know that could change at any moment. 4:30 to go, 5-point game. Rogers. Using the screens at the top of the key. Momentarily loses the basketball, picks up the dribble to Rivera. Rivera inside to Repstock. Repstock backs down with the right. No. Rebound to Hemel, shoots it up and in. And it's 33-30.
It was drawn up exactly like that.
And now Emmy Ingram coming the other way for the Cardinals. Ingram using a screen. Penetration. Get it to the left side for a three. No. Rebound goes to the floor. Repstock has it. Repstock will get it to no one. Throws it away. Tried to get it to Estrella Rivera. Overshot the outlet pass. And E.D. White will take over with 3:48 to go. E.D. White has Zarang on the floor with 4 fouls. She's the only player on the floor with 4 fouls as Ingram splits. The defenders missed it. Rebound goes to Summers, 5-on-4. Emmy's on the ground down there. She's got to hustle back into the play. Summers, as Ingram does trail the play. Repstock has it deflected out of bounds. I think one mistake was made there by Kylie. Kylie could have caught that pass. She instead just volleyball spiked it out of bounds. But she was there and plenty of time to just catch it and go the other way. Summers to Rogers. Rogers on the right side of the floor. To Summers at the rim. No, gets it back, shoots it up, draws the foul. Kara Summers will be shooting 2 with 3:14 to go. A chance to cut it back down to 1.
That was on Cortez. That's her second, possibly.
Big free throws for Kira Summers.
Yeah.
It is the 3rd team foul on E.D. White in the quarter. She missed the first, hit the back of the rim, spun, hit the front of the rim, looked like it was going to drop in, then fell out. One more. Got that one, nothing but the bottom. It's a 2-point game. Ingram walking it down the floor for an E.D. White team clinging for life, trying to hang on to this 2-point lead. Lady Tarpons were down double digits at the half. Zarang penetrates, loses the dribble. It's out of bounds to E.D. White. Got to find 50 here. They're going to be trying to get it to her. That's Cortez. So they'll throw it out to Zarang. Get it to the inbounder, Johnson, who shoots it up, draws the foul, and one. Good strong move from Kylie Johnson. And it's a 4-point game.
She got up on that one, too.
Turla, tremendous athlete, great volleyball player, and only in the 10th grade. Tons of potential.
Claire, that is her fourth.
Fourth foul and rep stop. Johnson makes the free throw. 2:47 to go for the Lady Tarpons. It's got to happen now. Rogers splits the defenders, loses the dribble. It's out of bounds to South Lafourche. Baseline out of bounds opportunity. Rep stop. Oh, she thought about the three. Gets it to Rivera. Rogers, that's over and back. Yeah, that's a good call. And that's an unforced turnover that burns right there.
Yes, it does, man. You one more bad play away in the other direction from letting the momentum slip back out. Lady Tarpon's got to do something drastic right here on defense.
5-point lead. Here comes the spread.
Can they,
2.5, I'll do spread on the floor.
and they maybe force a turnover. Can E.D. White play keep away? Cortez. Repstock can't foul. Ingram in the corner for a three. Nope. Rebound goes to Rivera. Rivera coming down the floor. Getting it to Hemel. It's knocked out of bounds off of Caroline. And it's another turnover. You have an accurate turnover tally?
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of ticks there. 20, 25. Oh, my goodness. That's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with E.D. White.
Yeah, pick it up right in front of the table.
So E.D. White will inbound literally right in front of us. Ingram. Inside of 2 minutes to go.
Any closer, throw it over the shot.
Ingram attacks with the little teardrop, scores it, and it's 38-31.
Big bucket right here.
Do they have any fight left in them? They have competed as hard as they could in the second half. They get it to the right side of the floor to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with South Lafourche, I believe.
Hey, watch the screen here. Watch the cross, Emmy.
1:35 to go. Rogers shoots the floater. No, but she's going to draw the foul.
That's 3 on Cortez.
3 on Cortez, yep. 2 shots coming for Alexa Rogers.
Hey, you got a box right here. Got a box.
Strong off the heel. Cannot leave points on the floor tonight, but unfortunately the Lady Tarpons have left a bunch of them. Second shot for Alexa is also no good. Missed them both. You could just sense a little bit of the air coming out of the balloon here, but can the Lady Tarpons reinflate? Zarang, they've got to get across. Ingram does get across. And now they'll pull this thing out. 7-point lead on the road, 1:13 to go. Hemel trying to foul. Emmy will attack into the lane, but the Euro has it blocked, but she's going to draw the foul. .109 to go in regulation. Ingram will be shooting 2. The 8th grader scores it at the line. Brian, we talked earlier how would Ingram handle her surroundings playing here for the first time. She's gotten better as the game's going on.
Yes.
And she now has 10. .105 to go. Lady Tarpons now down 9. Hemel, there you got to shoot. You got to make some moves here. You're down 3 possessions. Rogers. It's to Rivera. Patience is not a virtue right now. They shoot it up no good. Rebound goes. A foul called on E.D. White. It'll be 2 shots for South Lafourche with 47 seconds to go.
Zarang is out.
So Zarang is just fouled out of the game. So the officials are saying, the scorebook is saying 5 in terms of she's fouled out, but also 5 in terms of shooting 2. The old double 5. Rivera needs them both. Lady Tarpons need a little more than that with only 47.8 to go. Missed it. Man, oh man, how many has that been? Ryan's counting them off right now. And she missed them both. Ingram dribbling through the pressure, gets it down the floor, nearly stolen by Hemel. Now Emmy's got it, they have to foul her. They do. One more foul to give, 34.9 to go.
5 of 14.
5 of 14, so that's 9 misses in a 9-point game. Now, to be fair, E.D. White has missed a good bit of them as well. Ingram behind the back dribble. It's going to be hard to get the ball out of her hands. That's the task right now. There's a foul. Should be shooting 2. .6 to go. E.D. White's going to come on the road and get a win. Lady Tarpons made him work for it. And a reminder, if you are just tuning in, we do have a boys game after this one that should be a whole lot of fun. Between an E.D. White team that is undefeated in district with a win against Ellender and a South Lafourche team that is riding high, but probably chomping at the bit to get back at it after losing a tough one against Terrebonne on Saturday. Ingram splits them. Lady Tarpons got to go quick. Down 10, 20 seconds to go. Rogers all the way through with the teardrop. No. Lady Tarpons would probably be wise to not foul. Oh, they steal it back. Rivera shoots it up. No. Gets it back. Rebound goes out to Rebstock for a 3. No. Clock grinding down inside of 10. Hemel shoots it up and good. But that's not going to be consequential to the final score because E.D. White gets a 41-33 win over South Lafourche. Gentlemen, some final thoughts as the Cardinals get the win.